My next brief upload for today is with regard to the incredulous nature of a community or a collective, however they choose to consider themselves, that have been intruding upon me as a spiritual sentient being and that have been disturbing the peace and not just causing treasonous offences against my Fernandez, my Spanish bloodline. They've been disrespecting my faith and family. I'm a sentient being, a universal light worker, and these people have been overconsumed with my light, and they have been doing very dangerous practices against human rights and the constitution of this country since 2016. So there's a very serious issue, as I keep mentioning throughout all of these uploads, about these kind of people in society that are disrespecting faith and family. So they've been quite ignorant, quite rude, quite embarrassing, really, considering they consider themselves professional adults. They've been intruding upon a person that they have no right to be even discussing, and they have been of bad practices. They've perverted the course of justice, and unfortunately, these people have deluded themselves to consider themselves highly enough in the field of society that is of social justice and equality. Now, these people have not represented this country very positively, and they haven't paid their dues, their debts for damages, defamation for quite a long while, and they're really misrepresenting this beautiful country that is a democracy. So this is a democracy, and these people have been really highly incredulous with what they think they have control of. So they've been of spiritual violence, they've been of treason, they've been of hate crime, they've been of constitutional offences, retaliatory offences against a mother. They have been over preoccupied with my property and my property rights and entitlements. They have stolen huge amounts of wealth for the past 15 years, and they have been taking credit for courage and bravery in this community that they have not been a part of. They have not been a part of good faith practices. They have not been a part of courage and bravery, and they are not of strength, courage, serenity, or wisdom. So there's a very dangerous issue occurring that I have stipulated in my former uploads, my European Court of Human Rights applications, my ombudsman procedures, all of my procedures that I've lawfully, formally conducted that have not been acknowledged due to poor professionalism and perversions of justice. But this is what I'm confronted with. So these people, they've damaged society irrevocably. They've intruded very cheekily into people's families, and they've not had respect for privacy, proximity, or protection laws. So they're in violation and contempt of very serious matters with regard to my property. They have no right to discuss any aspect of my portfolio. They have no right to my intellectual or creative property via the human right violation of thought processes that they've also developed and communicated in this community. So there's a very dangerous matter being unresolved, and it's highly reckless for a sacred royal and a beautiful child that have been of courage and bravery in this community, that have been absolutely wretchedly disgraceful in conduct and behaviour and practices, not to address the problems that they've caused. So as a sentient being of good faith, I have very serious concerns about the bad faith practices and the people trespassing into property where they have no right to be. So I hope the Taoiseach is aware of his obligations to my royal title and the issues that he must confront, unfortunately, that I've relayed to him since 2017. So there's a very serious issue. I'd appreciate the honourable government being honourable